scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
The give is to Jones.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. They will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
To kick off for the Vikings.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Yeah, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
A give to Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just when you want a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throwing is McCarthy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Mayfield now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 42 yards. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
3rd and 12.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
On play action, now McCarthy. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a few. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. Pushing his way through. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll go again with Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield looks to throw. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Mayfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield's pass
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. We'll give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Mason.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
To the air with McCarthy.
The left side completion to Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Up the middle, Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
An inside give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Vikings.
Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones,
An 8-yard touchdown run.
and the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Now Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's McCarthy.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
McCarthy going to sneak it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing.
Everybody's got